Hare Krishna. Welcome to the online virtual class. Today is very special lecture because today is the very auspicious disappearance day of Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. He was the great grand spiritual master of us. He was the grand spiritual master of Srila Prabhupada and spiritual master of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj is the personification of renunciation, his embodiment of renunciation. So we will discuss about his little bit of life of Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, also his teaching and about him. So today also very auspicious Ekadasi day. So before we start, we invoke the auspiciousness by offering Mangalacharan. अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञान अंजनशलाकाय चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले सोऽयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवं च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण श्रीरघुनाथं वितं तं सजीवम् सद्वैतं सवधूतं परिजानसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपदं सहगण श्रीललितां श्रीविशाखान्वितं च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यः वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमति भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीति नामिनि नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So thank you very much. Today is very auspicious disappearance day of Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. He is the embodiment, emblem, and epitome, a personification of renunciation. Sri Gaur Kisharaya, Om Namah Gaur Kisharaya, Vairagya Murtaya. He is the personification of renunciation. And also Vipralamba Rasambade Padambujaya Te Namaha. So we start our classes by offering the prayer pranam to honor to the Gaur Kishore Das Babaji, Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. So here it is said that Gaur Kishore Das Pranam mantra, that it is said that he is, you can see here, see here it is said that Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakhyat Vairagya Murtaya Vipralambara Sambande Padambujate Namaha. So he is Sakhyat Vairagya Murtaya. What is Vairagya? Vairagya means Vigata Raga, means Vairagya Raga means attachment, to give up attachment. He was the epitome, he was the personification of the renunciation. And also another meaning of Vairagya is Vishesha Raga. He has not only he has given up all the attachment, material attachment, but also he has a Vishesha Raga, means very special attachment for Krishna. Vipralambar Sambhude. Vipralambar Sambhude means he is also full of, he is immersed in the ocean of separation from the Radha Krishna. He is absorbed in the Radha Krishna, so much attachment. So Vipralambar Sambhude Padambujayate Namo. We offer our respectful obeisances to Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, who is the personification and announces. Totally detached. And his favorite verses is that these beautiful verses from this Madhya Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has quoted these verses. Sisi Madhya that Niskanchanasya Bhagavata Bhajana Mukhasya Param Param Jigamesho Bhavasagarasya Sandarsanam Visayanam Yatha Jositam Hahanta Hanta Visabakhyanta Pyasadu. Niskanchanasya Bhagavata Bhajana Mukhasya. Those who are really renounced or who are really very serious to cross the ocean of material existence to other side of the ocean, because there is a spiritual sky, material sky, and in between there is a Baitarani river is there. To cross that Baitarani river is very tough, and those who are very serious to cross that, they should not sandarsanam jositam. Sandarsanam visayanam. Visayanam means materialistic person. To see the materialistic person or any omen, ha hanta hanta visavakhyanta apya sadhu, is like a drinking poison. That was the mood, this is the favorite verse of Gaurakishore Das Babaji Maharaj. He was so much aloof, he was aloof from this materialistic. He does not want to mix with them. How dangerous. Ha hanta hanta visavakhyanta. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu quoted this because Prataparudra Deva was the king when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made a headquarter in Jagannath Puri, and he stayed 18 years. And during that time, the Prataparudra Deva was the king, ruler of this kingdom, Odisha. So Prataparudra Deva was very much interested. He was very much influenced by the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he wanted to meet actually. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu rejected. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has quoted this Niskanchana Bhagavata Bhajana Mukhasya, because kings are engaged in political, economical, and sense gratification. So for this renounced order of life, or for the devotee who are very much serious to cross over the ocean of this material ocean, they should not even see the materialistic person. They should not even see the woman. What to speak about talking with them. Hanta hanta visavakhyanta pya sadhu. Hanta hanta visavakhyata means like compared to drinking the poison, associating with materialistic, or even seeing the sun darsanam, even seeing the materialistic person is very, very dangerous. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, even by the request of his intimate devotee and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he refused to meet. Greatly lamenting the Lord, informed the Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, alas, for a person who is seriously desiring to cross the material ocean and engage in transcendental loving service of the Lord without material motive, seeing a materialistic engage in sense gratification, or seeing a woman who is similarly interested, is more abominable than drinking poison. This is the life and soul of Gaurakishore Das Babaji Maharaj. He always refused to see them, refused to associate materialistic person. So much so that he came to he was chanting and executing his devotional service in the Ganges river, in the bank of Ganges river. Then so many materialistic person will come and disturb him. They will ask for blessings. He came out to not to associate with them. He came to a lavatory, a toilet, municipality toilet. And he stayed there and chanting. He chanted his round. He was executing his devotional service. And he used to tell that the stinking of the smell, stinking and smell of the toilet is much better than stinking of all this associating with materialistic person. Just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that it's better to be inside a cage and surrounded by the fire than associating with a materialistic person. Niskanchanasya Sandarsanam Visayanamata Jositam. So that was the mood. So today we will see how he was so renounced. The Acharya so great, exalted. They have come to this world to set an example so that they leave a legacy, so that others will follow them and go back to Godhead. So their contribution, their personal example is their outstanding contribution and a legacy, indelible mark, indelible legacy left by them to be followed by others to get out from this material existence. Therefore, Lord declared that Acharya Mam Vijanayan. There is no difference between Acharya and myself. Lord Himself said that no, I come internally as a super soul, and I'm as a super soul I guide, externally I guide as a Acharya. Madhavakta Pujyadika. So Acharyas have been put in a very exalted because of their guidance. This living or conditional living entity can get out from the material legs. And one of the great Acharya in our Gaudiya Sampradaya, Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya is Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. So we will discuss the life of the Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj in nutshell, at a glance, where he was born actually. So actually Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj, you can see he is a Paramahansa. Prabhupada says he is a Paramahansa. Bhajananand, he is a Paramahansa. The Paramahansa. So he was born in a Vaishya family. He was born in 1830 in a place called Farida district near the Padma river, bank of the Padma river. There is a account is there, Padma river. It is said that um, the Padma river, Faridpur district, Bagayana village in Faridpur district. Now it is called Bangladesh. Now it is called Bangladesh. That particular places now it is called Bangladesh. And his name was called Bansi Das that time. And in on those days the early marriage was there, so he got married very early, and see he got married early, and his wife died when he was only 19 years old. So in 1890 actually he went to the 1890 he left this house and he went to Vrindavan. In Vrindavan he was 30 years executing devotional service, and he got initiated executing devotional service with great sincerity and seriousness under the trees of different places like Radha Kund, Syama Kund, Govardhan, Nandagaon, Barsana. Particularly, he stayed more time in Barsana, and he was initiated by the Bhagavad Das. He was initiated by the Bhagavad Das, Srila Bhagavad Das. He is a Paramahansa, he is a great Babaji Maharaj. He was one of the topmost disciple of Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. So he was initiated by him in renounce order. So then he was executing when he was in 30 years he was in Vrindavan. He was executing many different paths. He was executing the devotional service very seriously, and he was very renounced. He was sometimes he goes to bank of Yamuna. He takes the mud actually, and he was for sustenance. He was completely no, he's like Madhukari. He goes to the house, maximum 7 house, and take little bit of whatever it is necessary and eat that one. So he was very renounced personified. Vairagya Murtaya. So what happened, Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, then when he was initiated, then in 1893 he was being told by Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj to go to Navadip, because in 1893 the birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was inaugurated. So that time at the Mayapur Yogapit, so Jagannath Babaji Maharaj ordered him that to stay in Navadip, where Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj rest of the life he came from Vrindavan to Navadip, and he stayed there and executed his devotional service very seriously. So he was like a Madhukari, and he's so much so that his cooking bowl, rejected clay bowl. Sometimes the skull is his bowl. Eating bowl is skull, and he used to get the poached rice and wash in the Ganges water, and he takes that. And his cloth was like, the cloth which was discarded in the crematorium. He bring that cloth and wash in Ganges and wear it. That was the level of renunciation he has got. So he is so much austere. He was constantly chanting 128 round every day. Every day 120. And although he was very illiterate, but all the spiritual understanding is already there. All the spiritual understanding is there. Prabhupada used to quote, always quote this one, say in that how Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Paramahansa, although he was illiterate, in material point of view illiterate, he cannot even sign, but he is also, anybody comes and asks question, he has got the answer. High spiritual realization. Because Jasadeva Parabhakti Jathadeva Tatha Guru. So Jasadeva, those who have unflinching faith in Guru, for them, Tasyati Kathitai Arthat Prakasanti Mahatmana. The purport of Veda, purport of spiritual understanding will be revealed to them. Jasadeva Tatha Guru. Jasadeva Parabhakti Jathadeva Tatha Guru. Tasyati Kathitai Arthat Prakasanti Mahatmana. So it is revealed to them. It is revealed to them. Krishna also says in 10:11 Bhagavad Gita, I give this knowledge. Jnana Deepena Vassusvata. I give the knowledge. Those who are engaged, constantly engaged in my service. And his disciple, he has got only one disciple. That is his Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj. He was an encyclopedia of so literate, so educated, so intelligent that he was an encyclopedia. Prabhupada used to say encyclopedia of spiritual understanding. An encyclopedia, he is a walking encyclopedia. He everything on every subject he knows. Even 7 years he, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he mugged up whole Bhagavad Gita and explaining also, only in 7 years boys. Entire Bhagavad Gita. That was his level of intellectuality. And he accepted the Gaur Kishore Das Maharaj as his Diksha Guru. So when he was staying in a very solitary places, when he came to the Navadip, he was very staying in a very solitary places. And in one more unique thing about him, that he never accepted service from anyone. He constantly chanted holy names and counting the name of Tulasi Mala and making knots, long strip of old cloth. His favorite text were Narottam Das Thakur. He always reading that Parthana. Narottam Das Thakur has written 2 texts, beautiful composition, Parthana and Prema Bhakti Chandrika. So he considered that it is to be all in all. If you go through the Parthana, you read Parthana and of Narottam Das Thakur, and another book is that Prema Chandrika, Prema Bhakti Chandrika, you can know the essence of or conclusion and essence of all the scriptures. So he used to read these 2 books, Parthana and Prema Bhakti Chandrika of ye. So and he used to go also to Bhakti Vinod Thakur. He accepted Bhakti Vinod Thakur as a Siksha Guru. Bhakti Vinod Thakur also the disciple of Gaur Kishore Das, Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, and also this Bhagavad Das Maharaj also disciple. So he accepted both Diksha and Siksha Guru, the disciple of Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. So he used to go to hear the Srimad Bhagavatam. That time Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he set up one kunja that is called Swananda Sukhada Kunja in Godrumdip. So there Babaji Maharaj used to go to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. There first time the Bhakti Siddha Saraswati Thakur met the Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. And Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj used to hear, and that time in 1900 Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, on the order of his father Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he went to he approached Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj to be initiated, to accept him as a disciple. When he approached first time, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj told, no, I have to ask Mahaprabhu. Because he doesn't like to create, he doesn't want to accept any kind of service, any kind of disciple. So therefore he told, no, I will talk with Mahaprabhu. Then the second time again they come, second time also he rejected. He told, no, I forgot to accept. Then he was so much depressed, and Bhakti Vinod Thakur told that this time you go and if you do not successful, then better don't come back. So he went and approached to the Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. When Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj rejected, he went to Ganges. He told, I will, this time if you reject me, I will suicide, I will give my life. Now Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj eventually accepted the only disciple, that is Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj. That is the exception only. Otherwise, he never takes service, never accept um, any disciple in his life. So, and after taking initiation, and say that is very nice, we can read out this one. Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati described his Guru. Srila Prabhupada wrote the following word about his Guru. Srila Prabhupada means Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami. So the exemplary humility in order to show the world definitely the path of auspiciousness, in order to complete the gaping need that I felt, I was busily trying to get my hands on everything under the sun. I thought that possession would fulfill my needs. Over time, I had indeed accumulated a great number of rare possessions, but I was not able to rid myself the sense of being unfulfilled. I had encountered many personalities who were reputed to be great saints, but saw various lacunae in every one of them, and so was unable to give them my respect. Fortunately, the supremely merciful Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu allowed two of his dearest companions to show their kindness to me. I was egoistically so self-absorbed that I had completely lost any sense of kindness to me. Kindness where my well-being could be found. Even so, due to past pious activity, I was able to get the association of Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, who was my ever well-wisher. My Prabhu often came to visit him and sometimes stayed overnight at his house. Out of his mercy to me, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur introduced me to him. From that time, I first met my Prabhu. My stubborn egoism started to diminish. Previously, I used to think that everyone who took bath in a human body was filled with same fault that I had. But upon seeing my Prabhu's divine character, I realized that truly were flawless Vaishnava in the world who matched the ideal. See, this is the word of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur about his Guru, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. He told that it is a flawless Vaishnava. Flawless Vaishnava. Srila Prabhupada further that the many people who saw Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, whether innocent and experienced, young or old, learned or ignorant or proud of their being advanced devotee, were not able to truly see him. Incomprehensible. He cannot, really see him. This is the divine power of Krishna devotee. Hundreds of people came to him seeking help in fulfilling their material desire, and he would give them the advice but this was a kind of deception. There are countless persons who take on the dress of saintly person and make a show of acting like a saintly person, but no closer analysis are far from the standard. My Prabhu was not a cheater like them. It is clear from his spiritual activity that he identified complete honesty with the truth. His sincere affection was incomparable. It proved that the attachment of spiritual powers is a deception. He showed no enmity of those who opposed him or disregarded with him. Similarly, he made no particular external show of affection for those who were object of his compassion. He used to say that I neither love nor hate anyone in this world. Everyone is the object of my respect. Amazingly, Prabhu would be surrounded by the people with no understanding, fakers, materialistic, inimical to the path of pure devotion, who thought themselves to be the recipient of such saintly person's mercy, but continued to engage in sensual activity. Prabhu never openly rejected any of these people, but he never openly accepted any of them either. So many people used to come. He is a flawless Vaishnava. He never hate or never, accept anybody, never have affection for anybody. So, but um, he never opened, never accepted. Although he did not like to associate with the materialistic, but he never openly rejected them. So this is the great characteristic is spoken by the Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj in his own word, actually. So and another very so many instances we can go and read the so many instances of the Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj that. Many people used to come in pretense of associate with him, but they have ulterior motive. So he used to say this kind of people pretension, you cannot get Krishna. Krishna, to get Krishna means you should be free from all the pretension. All the impostor will come and pretense of the to associate with the Gaur Kishore Das Baji Maharaj. So he used to say that who wants bhojana, eating palatably, will spoil his bhajana. That is his beautiful, one of the beautiful teaching, that who he told that whosoever eating palatable will spoil his, whosoever eat bhojana very palatably, and he will spoil it bhajana. Whenever there is a big festivals, what he will do, his festival, his way of conducting festival is not preparing so much food, but chanting more round. Chanting more round is the way of conducting and celebrating festival actually. So we can go through this some of this. There are so many pastime of the Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. So many people will come and try to influence him, but he was so determined. He always carried the two books, as I told, Parthana and Prema Bhakti Chandrika. So we can go through the essence of Gaur Kishore Das Babaji instruction. The divine name of Krishna offers one and only shelter. He was so much that only he should never try to remember Radha Damodar transcendental pastime by artificial method. Constant chanting of the divine names will purify the heart. By chanting the Harinam syllabus, Mahamantra Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, will gradually reveal the spiritual form, quality, pastime of the Krishna. Then you will realize your own eternal spiritual form, service, even services, and the 11 particular and the uh, particular spiritual identity. So his instruction was that always, his instruction was always to chant the holy name of the Lord. Then only you can approach to the Krishna Katha. Otherwise, you cannot approach Krishna, Radha Krishna. So he has written beautiful poem that Kothai go prema moi Radhe Radhe. Kothai go prema moi. And he has written one song, Raghunath Das Goswami, and in a way is in Vipralamba mood, that where is Radha, where is Kothai go prema moi Radhe Radhe, where is Radharani, where is Radharani, Radhe Radhe go Gaya Radhe Radhe. He was always chanting Radhe, where is Radha, where is Radha. Such exalted devotional service of Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. And his mood of renunciation always, unparalleled, always unparalleled. Either in Vrindavan, in Navadip, he was unparalleled. Vrindavan also, Radha Kund, he takes the mud for his sustenance. Sometimes he goes to Madhukari, if does not get anything, he goes to Radha Kund and take the mud for his sustenance. So much renunciation. Therefore, it is said that Vairagya Rupa is completely detached. And he was in Vrindavan, he was always full of respectful to the all the Brajavasi, thinking that they are all the part, they are all these family members of Krishna. So they give utmost, he used to give utmost respect to anyone, everyone, small, big, elderly, younger, everyone he gives utmost respect. Such a renunciation, such a humility personification, personification of him, renunciation, personification of humility, personification of devotion actually. It's a combination of all Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. Such a great exalted Acharya. So we can go through a little bit of his pastimes, and then we can discuss about his disappearance. So, one time what happened is, once the Maharaj of Kashi Bajar, Mahindra Chandra Nandi Bahadur, sent someone to fetch Babaji Maharaj to his royal palace. So there was a king was there that time, India under the British rule, sorry, Mughals. At that time, Pathan and Mughals. At that time, Babaji Maharaj said that if I were to go to the king palace, the desire for riches should arise within me. So in the in the king's company, mutual ill feeling would develop between me and the king. If the king wants to be my friend, tell the king to leave behind all his material opulence and the object of the enjoyment and come here where I am. He can live here with me and live just as I am doing. He can make small covering out of straw like those used for covering the boats used by the fishermen. Then there two of us can live, the king and I, and together we can worship the Hari in great ecstasy. So he refused to go to the king palace when he was being invited, because he, according to him, if I mix with the materialistic king and all, so I will have a desire of sense gratification, desire of riches. Actually, that is true. The association is very, very important. When you associate with the materialistic people, your material desires invoked, evoked and invoked, and sprouts up. And when you associate with the spiritualist or the devotees, your spiritual desire sprouts up. That is the difference of association. That is to be understood. That therefore here it is rejected. Therefore his favorite one is Kanchanasa. No. To seeing even the materialistic person is very abominable. What to speak about the association? On the other hand, to see the um, uh, great devotees is all auspiciousness. To see the Gaur Kishore Das Babaji itself is very auspicious. तुम्हारा दर्शन होते, तुम्हारा दर्शन, your darsana is so auspicious that purifies others. गंगार परास होते पाश्चात्य पावाना. तुम्हारा दर्शन होते but your darshana purifies. Ganga, if you go and Ganga took bath for a long period of time, then you can purify. But simply by seeing Acharya, such exalted Acharya like Gaur Kishore Das, one at once get purified. So once the anniversary of disappearance of Sri Sanatana Goswami, Srila Babaji Maharaj said that afternoon we shall have a great festival, a Mahotsav for his holy day mark the passing of Srila Sanatana Goswami. His servant was nearby at the time, heard him and asked, where will you get things we need for a festival? Srila Babaji Maharaj explained, we have no need for anything. We may fast and chant the holy name of Krishna. In the humble way we shall enjoy the great festival. So that is his mood, how much renunciation. And every Ekadasi will not take a drop of water. Every Ekadasi. Drop of water even. That was his level of renunciation. And one day the resident of Agartala named Sri Nirendra Kumar Senna came to visit Srila Babaji Maharaj. He wanted to know the Siddha Pranali, the path of perfection. Srila Babaji Maharaj told him, you cannot know Bhagavan through your fanciful imagination. If you go on chanting the holy name, you will gradually realize the internal meaning of its syllables. The Swarupa, holy name will manifest itself. And another time, another pastime, once a certain doctor told the Srila Babaji Maharaj that he wanted to come and live in Navadip Dham so that he could heal people for free. At that time, Babaji Maharaj told him, if you really want to live in Navadip, then give up your desire to set up a free clinic. Give up your plan to help the sense enjoyer by healing them. If you want to render some substantial service, give up everything except what promotes Hari Bhajana. All other kind of service duty simply bind one to ghastly karmic reaction. Very important teaching of the Gaur Kishore Das Maharaj by his personal teaching. Eh? Those days one doctor came, he wanted to stay here, he wanted to show that how he is great philanthropic and he is like a great saintly person, he will do free cleaning, free service to all the patient in Navadip Dham. In Dham he want to serve by giving free cleaning. But Babaji Maharaj very rightly pointed out, Gaur Kishore Das Maharaj rightly pointed out that no, you in Dhama you cannot stay in a Dhama with your fruitive mentality, fruitive activities, no, or infiltrate your mundane idea. Prabhupada says you cannot inflate mundane idea into spirituality. No, that is not possible. So in the name of in the name of Yukta Vairaga, in the name of service, you cannot inflate your mundane idea. So you if somebody wants to really substantial service, this then Babaji Maharaj say that you give up everything except that promotes bhajana. All other things are bind karmic reaction. Except Hari Bhajana, all other so-called other things will have a karmic reaction. So-called philanthropic activities, so-called service in the guise of philanthropic activities. These all are useless. When Babaji Maharaj, one newly married man, they came to approach the Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj for advice. He gave a beautiful advice. Babaji Maharaj spoke gravely to newly married men. A Vaishnava wife is extremely rare, difficult to find in this world. If one has the good fortune of having one, he should see it as a benediction from Krishna. The wife worships the husband as her Lord and Master. Similarly, the husband would worship the wife because she is Krishna Dasi, a servant of the Krishna. In this way, husband can protect his devotional enthusiasm by not considering his wife to be maid servant, but she is always a maid servant of Krishna. That is a very, very precious, very, very valuable instruction to the grihasthas actually, who are caught that what is our protocols, what is our modus operandi in grihastha life. For them, this is a very, very important lesson that how one should treat his wife as a maid servant of Krishna, not his servant. Also, wife should consider his husband as a Lord and Master. That is the way they can execute the devotional service, eventually go back to Godhead. That is the proper way. This is the advice of Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. How perfect this one. And he told very nice advice. One who wants bhojana eating palatably will spoil the bhajana. The favorite quote of Srila Babaji Maharaj. Very nice. One who wants bhojana eating palatably will spoil his bhajana. So bhojana and bhajana, they are all inversely proportional. More you bhajana, less you bhajana. More you bhajana, less you bhajana. More you eat palatably, less you can perform the bhajana. So they are all opposite, inversely proportional. Inverse was the favorite quote of Srila Babaji Maharaj. In other words, eating here and there simply to gratify tongue more than destroy any attempt to worship Krishna bhajana. Once a devotee ate some festival prasadam in his bhajan kutira, Babaji Maharaj would not speak for him for 3 days. On the 4th day, he said, "You accepted festival prasadam given by low class harlot or a beautiful and a beautiful woman. Because you cook food without considering its origin, your bhajana is useless." It's very important that you should not accept the food or prasadam, anything by the materialistic people, those who have materialistic consciousness. And he used to say that drag my dead body through the street of Navadip. He used to say, when I will disappear, I will die, that drag my body through this. How much humble he is. And by this statement, by this proposition of Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, we can know how he was the personification of humility also, not only renunciation. He told that drag my dead body through the street of Navadip, so that the dust of this holy dam will be smeared on my dead body. So that was his so much humility. So we will go through the final pastime, disappearance. We will go through disappearance in a very, very nice notes. Actually, I posted in Facebook. We will go through in that notes. It's a beautiful pastime of Gaur Kishore Das Maharaj. I posted today. So we can go and read that pastimes of the Gaur Kishore Das. Disappearance of Srila Babaji Maharaj. Vivid description of the disappearance. So this is very, very vivid description which is there in Gaudiya Math, Gaudiya Darshan and disappearance of Babaji Maharaj. So Babaji Maharaj disappeared in a very auspicious Ekadasi day in Damodar month, which is 2 Ekadasi. This is the Uchchana Ekadasi. On this Ekadasi day, Babaji Maharaj disappeared, and on November 15th, so there is a vivid description of events surrounding the disappearance of Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. At that time, when Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj left his body, Sakhi Babu or Kunja Babu, later Sripada Bhakti Vilas Tirtha Maharaj, were coming to see him. They were all uninitiated disciple. So they are initiated disciple of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So they were very old devotees, but at that time they had not taken initiation from Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur yet. They have not taken initiation, these two disciples, though they had much regard and respect for him. Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj left his body, and about 50 Babajis came and wanted to take his body to their ashram. They wanted to make a Samadhi Mandir there and take so much pranami. Pranami means money, because many people will come because they know that Babaji Maharaj is so exalted, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, so they will come and don't give some donation. So in order to earn money, so they wanted to make a Samadhi Mandir there. Usually people go to Samadhi Mandir and donate, you know. So, and by showing the Samadhi, they will earn money. That was their intention. They were quarreling. In the meantime, the police came to ensure that quarreling did not turn into a fighting. So Kunja Babu, Bhakti Vilas Tirtha Maharaj immediately went to Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur in Mayapur, the Braja Pathan, to give the news to him. Srila Saraswati Thakur had also felt in his heart, my Lord left his body. So he was coming from Mayapur to Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. So he was in Mayapur, he came to the Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. Every day he came at that time, early in the morning he was coming, and in the middle he met Kunja Babu. Kunja Babu told Saraswati Thakur, Babaji Maharaj has disappeared, and Saraswati Thakur said that in my heart I felt it, so I was going to him. Saraswati Thakur explained his feeling later. I saw Babaji Maharaj take the form of Kunja Babu and come to me to give his news, arranging my body now and make a proper arrangements. And it is true that 100%. Then Saraswati Thakur came to Kulia. Kulia, actually he left his body in a Kulia near the Navadip, Kulia. And he saw all the Babaji quarreling over Babaji Maharaj's body. He made a sound that his voice was not so big, but at that time he made a very great sound, someone said. Police knew Saraswati Thakur as the deputy magistrate's son, because Bhakti Vinod Thakur was the deputy magistrate, so they knew that he was the son and respected him as a sannyasi sadhu. Police officer came and told Saraswati Thakur, they are quarreling and you are the disciple of Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. You give your decision and we will follow that. Srila Saraswati Thakur saw that all the Babaji were nonsense and materialistic, making a nuisance with no spiritual feelings. Then Srila Saraswati Thakur declared that you all know I am the disciple of Babaji Maharaj, but I am not claiming his body because I am a brahmachari and he was a Babaji. That time actually he was a brahmachari, he was not taken sannyasi initiation from the Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. Therefore, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur is claiming I am a brahmachari and he was a Babaji. You can take this body. I am declaring to the group of Babaji present here that you can take this body of Babaji Maharaj, but only someone who was not polluted by omen in the last month can touch my Gurudev body. Otherwise, he will be destroyed. So, he was challenged them. These people are all impostor Babaji. They want to make take this body and make a Samadhi Mandir so that, earn some money. So, he challenged them. 1 month, for last month, if they do not have any illicit connection with women, and can touch my Gurudev body. Otherwise, he will be destroyed. He challenged them. Vociferously challenged them. And so many Babaji left. Then Saraswati Thakur very strongly said, one who has not mixed with the woman even in 15 days, not about 1 month, even in 15 days, that Babaji can touch my Guru's body. Then many left. Then he told 7 days. He told someone who did not mix with the woman last night, even 24 hours, can touch. And they all left. They all left. How they are impostors, The police officer was surprised to see that and said, if they tell a lie, then what will happen? They can say, yes, I am a clean man. Then what will you do? If anyone tells a lie, he must be destroyed, and they know it. So they all know this power of this Singha Guru, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and also the exalted position of the Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. So they know if they tell lie, they will be destroyed. So all this Babaji, so-called impostor Babaji, so-called Babaji, the impostor, cheaters, they claim that they, to take the body, they left all. So then police officer said, now what will you do? Prabhupada said, I shall give him samadhi. And like Mahaprabhu gave samadhi to Haridas Thakur, he dug a samadhi with the help of Sakhi Babu, Kunja Babu and others. Some his followers were there. Observe this Ekadasi day. That is a very nice word. Damodararthe nadine pradhane khetra pavitra kuliya vidhane, kuliya khetra. And prapancha lila parihara bantam bande prabhum gaura kisara sanjam. Following Utthana Ekadasi day in the holy, today is Utthana Ekadasi. Following the Utthana Ekadasi day in the holy abode of Kuliya, Koladip Dham. We have Navadip. Navadip means 9 deep. 9 deeps they constitute the called Navadip. There is one deep called Kolwadip. In that Kolwadip there is a Kuliagram. In Kuliagram, he was at the time of his disappearance, he was residing. Srila Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj was residing there. Therefore, on this particular days, following the Uttana Ekadasi day in the holy abode of Kuliya, Koladip Dham, Babaji Maharaj left his body and joined Mahaprabhu and Radha Govind pastime. Gaur Kishore Das Maharaj disappeared and they passed here in Navadip. And after 1-2 years, Ganges flooded, it took away original Samadhi. Actually, original Samadhi Mandir, not only that, and during this time, one more thing happened. What happened? One more thing, that many of them, they say that, you know, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj is a desire that his body should be taken on the street of the Navadip, dragged in the street of the Navadip. But Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati was very angry. He told, no, that is his humility. Who is that exalted Bhagavata should not be taken. It should not be like Haridas Thakur. Samadhi, Haridas Thakur body was himself taken by the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took the Haridas Thakur body and he was dancing. He himself, made a Samadhi of Haridas Thakur. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord himself. And Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur claimed that even a Krishna is eager to carry the Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj body. Then he took the Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj body himself, and with utmost respect, he went to the west of the Ganges, where there was no flooding. Then he made a samadhi. But what happened during course of time, Ganges flooded, Ganges changed his courses and flooded and take away the Samadhi Mandir. And Saraswati Thakur Maharaj took some ingredient and bring to the Mayapur, and he made a beautiful Samadhi Mandir. We can go to Mayapur, you can see that Samadhi Mandir of Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. So you can see there that Samadhi Mandir, still it is there, you can go there. So he made this Samadhi Mandir. So that was the disappearance, vivid description of the disappearance of the Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. Such exalted personalities. So we are so fortunate to come in the disciplic succession, where this great Acharya like Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj appeared. Such a great Acharya Gaur Kishore Das Maharaj. We are so fortunate. He has left so much legacy. He has left how one has to be renounced. Vairagya Vidya Nija Bhakti Jogo Sikhyartha Purana Purusa Chaitanya Sariradhari Kripambadevi. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come to teach also the same renunciation. Vairagya Vidya Bhava Nija Bhakti. Vairagya, renunciation. Without Vairagya, without detachment from the material things, we cannot think of attachment. There is no question of attachment, no question of knowledge. No question of knowledge. Those who are attached to the sense pleasure, they cannot get the knowledge and Vairagya. Bhakti means Vairagya Vidya. Bhakti Paresanubhava Virakti. Bhakti means always, if there is no Vairagya, no Vidya, there is no Bhakti. We are cheating actually. Just like I've got a fever, there is no temperature of the body, that means I'm an imposter. Like all these 50 Babaji, they want to claim the body of Gaurkishore Das. We are like an imposter. No, 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 I'm a devotee, but I'm not ready to give up my material attachment. No. Gaurkishore Das Maharaj was teaching that you want to get the Radha Krishna, then you have to renounce it, and also you have to attach to the holy name, chanting the divine name of the Lord. Always, Satatama Kirtan Naam, always chanting Hare Naam, Hare Naam, Hare Naam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. That continuous chanting. 1900 when Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, he got initiated in 1900. When he got initiated in 1900, then 1905 he has vowed to chant 1 billionth time, 1 billionth holy name. 1 billion holy name. He made a small cottage, and underneath he was chanting every day. He was chanting day and night constantly. Even the rain is coming through the rain when during rainy season, the rains falling, and he will hold an umbrella and he will chant. And one time only he will eat on the floor on one item. After he finished 1 billionth holy name, then he came and went to Calcutta and preached. Actually, he was ordered by the Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati was ordered, don't go to Calcutta. So, but he went to Calcutta for preaching. Many of them, they accused Bhaktisiddhanta that you disobeyed the Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj. But he told, no, I never disobeyed. I am always in Vaikuntha. He is a really Vaikuntha man. He is always in Vaikuntha. See, I never disobeyed. I am always in Vaikuntha. And Srila Prabhupada also asserted this fact that my Guru, Srila Prabhupada used to say, my Guru Maharaj is a Vaikuntha man, And that Vaikuntha man has a spiritual master who is Srila Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj. How exalted he must be. They are so exalted, Acharya, and giving a legacy, giving exemplary personal conduct. Acharya means achara. Acharya means conduct. Who teaches by personal conduct, personal behavior, personal example. Srila Prabhupada is also himself his personal dealings is an outstanding contribution. His personal dealing is so exemplary. That is called Acharya. Therefore, Krishna always put the Acharya on a very high pedestal by saying that they are the great. Not only that, to that extent, he told that by Acharya, their feet of the dust sanctify 3 worlds. I sanctified the 3 worlds by the dust of the Acharyas. Krishna has given in Srimad Bhagavatam 11 canto, it spoke to Uddhava. So that was the position of the Acharyas. So today is very auspicious. Today is very auspicious disappearance of Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj, Srila Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj. So we should pray, we should honor him, we should pray and seek the blessings from him, so that we can also develop that pure Suddha Bhakti, pure devotional service, full of knowledge and renunciation, you should for pure devotional service, so that we will detach from all this material thing. We are all totally infected by the material layers. And Krishna consciousness is a purificatory process to remove that layers. So by seeking the blessings of the great acharyas, so we will end these classes. All glories to Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj. Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj, Tirobhava Mama Uchchava ki jai. Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. वैष्णव ठाकुर की जय, शिला प्रभुपाद की जय, गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि बोल, हरे कृष्ण।